What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with more of the Darrell Brooks case. Now, this is an extensive case, and you guys have been super interested in the topic, so we're going to go ahead and continue on with this. I'm also going to be big time covering the YNW Melly case because that shit is getting crazy. The whole conspiracy to take care of his friends to get them out of here. Make sure you guys go check that case out. I have a few videos out on it so far. But anyways, without further ado, let's continue on. We have a few witnesses who basically detail their experience being, hit, trying to avoid the truck, all types of shit like that. So we're going to see what a few of these people have to say and, basically the impact it had on their lives in the community. Now, as usual, everybody get your beverages, everything you need. I got the icy. Got the icy from the gas station. You already know. We're keeping it traditional. Let's get straight into this.
Many people and organizations stepped up to help me. Family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, first responders, Aurora, doctors, nurses, my church family, the Catholic community of Waukesha, Knights of Columbus, AOH, United for Waukesha Community Fund, Catholic Charities, and so many strangers offered support and prayers. The vast majority of people are good. That said, then there is Mr. Brooks. He is a unique individual who can have a clear conscience after running over kids like speed bumps and killing 6 people.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You mean to tell me you have a clear conscience after you know for a fact that you're the cause of that kid's death? That's crazy to me. But if you're going that far to say all that shit, that just shows how much of a fucking demon you really are. How much of an asshole, how much void of emotion you really are.
I would suggest someone without a conscience. He doesn't ask for forgiveness. He doesn't admit to doing anything wrong. It is never his fault. When he slapped a woman, it was her fault because she made him mad. I believe if he made it home that night with the red SUV, he would have told his mom the damage wasn't his fault. He was in a hurry and people didn't get out of his way. Some crazy...
Mom, people were in the way, Mom. They just jumped in front of the car. I ain't even know what to do. I bet you he would have had the craziest shit. He would have had his mom on his side, like she pretty much was anyway. What are you going to do? Not stand up for him? Shit. I know I'd do some disowning if that shit happened. And I would have to take a deep look into myself because I'd be like, where the fuck did I go wrong? Because this kid out here doing some crazy shit. The grown-ass kid having temper tantrums and shit in the courtroom. What do you think that was going to do? Help his case? The jury's right there looking at him lose his shit. Come on now.
The old fat gray hair guy body slammed his hood. I didn't watch all the trial, but the parts I saw showed Mr. Brooks had a lack of empathy for his victims or remorse for his actions. The only regrets he seemed to have is that he was caught and the impact on his own life.
Not even that, bro. I want to say that he knew where the impact was heading. I have to give him that he had enough hate in his heart to just override all of the sorrow that he's about to feel just living there forever. This is your permanent residency, sir. You know what I mean? Cellmate, whatever. In here forever. Permanent residency. You never have to worry about no rent. You never have to worry about property tax. You don't have to worry about taxes in general. You don't got to worry about shit, homie. Just be there, exist, and then die,
He would probably not drive through another parade, but chances are someone so self-centered as Mr. Brooks will hurt other people again.
Yes.
The only life he seems to value is
Look
his
at
own.
that. See, and this is that disrespect shit that I keep talking about. Laughing, shaking his head. Bro, this is his impact statement. You shut the fuck up and respect him. Even if you don't respect that man at all. You think he's a dumbass. Never respected him a day in your life. At least let the jury think that you care. You know what I mean? Like, come on. That's crazy.
I don't believe that Mr. Brooks will think about me or any of his victims ever. The feeling is mutual. I really don't think much about him now. But when the prison door closes on this felon, I won't think about him again.
Yeah.
I do hope Mr. Brooks will use the Bible for more than a courtroom prop. He may want to start with the basics that I know his family had taught him, thou shalt not kill. But then he might want to...
Oh, he's going in on your boy. He's calling it a courtroom prop. I didn't even think of that phrase, but yo, that is the perfect phrase to say. That's a courtroom prop that he brought out to to disrespect everybody, to be honest. Like, you're not gaining nobody's vote of approval with that shit. That makes me want to send you even lower beneath the prison. Like, what are you talking about? Put him in the basement.
I want to read Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Your Honor, I hope you give him the time to read and study the Bible. Mr. Brooks did everything he could to try to make the trial a circus. It is not a circus. It's not even about Mr. Brooks. Today, the court will hear what the trial is about, the victims. And as former victim ZZ, I would ask the court for a sentence that keeps the defendant, Darrell E. Brooks Jr., away from society forever.
Oh, I think 700 years will suffice. I think 700 years will suffice, everybody. What do y'all think? But anyways, let's go forward to another person. She was also hit by this monster, so we're gonna go check her statement out, and she's just the sweetest lady. I don't even agree with all the statements that she makes, because she talks about him finding himself and mending his pain. But let's go ahead and see what she has to say.
I'm addressing the court. Is the microphone on? Yeah, it is.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm addressing the court, but I also want to direct my comments to Darrell Brooks Jr.
Look at those eyes. The way she looked at him with those dark eyes, man, could pierce through a goddamn concrete wall.
My name is Lori Larkin. I was walking with the Catholic community of Waukesha, my church family. We were celebrating the joy of the season in preparation for the birth of Jesus when you made your decision to drive through the parade route.
When you made your decision, because hey, everybody, we all have choices. If you're religious, we all know that if we're religious, God gave us free will, right? I mean, every religion kind of has some sort of, free will, do good unto yourself type of vibe in there. Man, he had a choice to make, and he made a terrible choice. You know what I mean?
It truly amazes me that you deny your accountability for the damage and hurt that you have willfully caused. In the years ahead, I urge you to carefully consider the sorrow and grief of the Waukesha community and the world at large. Ponder the loss of lives within our families, the physical and emotional injuries that may never heal, and the sense of personal safety that you robbed from us. As for me, you never gave me a chance. I turned around and it was only seconds before you hit me square on. I clearly remember feeling the impact.
Look at that face. She's telling him about how it felt when he mashed on the gas and ran through her. Thank God she survived. That is a crazy situation. And he has the audacity to look at her with the down up position like, bitch, I don't believe you. That's crazy, I guess he's saying that, it's sentencing time already, so fuck it. They can't add more sentencing to it. But hey, there's always room for appeal. You have, good behavior, all of this. But stuff like this keeps you out of that category forever, for sure. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get brought up for review anytime soon. They're gonna look back at this court footage and be like, oh shit, this guy's actually a monster. Yo, guys, did you see this shit? Yeah, no, we're not. We can, right? No, nah, we can't. Yeah, that's what I thought.
The searing pain of that blow is as clear to me today as it was.
And I like how she's looking him in the eyes. And what's crazy is he doesn't even have the balls to interrupt her like he did to Miss Darrell the whole time, because there's more personal connection between him and this lady. I feel like he probably has some recollection to a few people he hit, a few old ladies, maybe a kid back there. This lady's getting to him. I'm telling you that much. The whole eye shudder. Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, you're so... Trust me. This is all him trying to mask that pain that he knows he's about to feel.
A year ago. Since then, I'm healing as best as I can from the physical injuries. But you took away my peace and my trust. Something that I will never regain. My prayer for you is that you will find your salvation in the midst of this evil. I hope that you will repent for the heartache you have caused so many.
And there he goes to this courtroom prop. See, the guy ain't lying, bro. This is his stress. Like, you know, when you're stressed out, you have a little fidget spinner or you have a little Pooh Bear that you're gonna hug. They like having stuffed animals in interrogation rooms to comfort the people. You know what I mean? His comfort toy is the Bible, and it's not even for his own comfort. It's to show everybody else out there, hey, this doesn't bother me. Hey, I'm reading my Bible. I'm a religious strong man. You know what I mean? It ain't working, family.
I too pray that your own personal wounds that you have sustained through your life, which has created so many demons in you, will be healed through this action. Thank you.
Look at him laughing it off. You see in his chest. Stupid bitch. That's what he's saying. It's so insane to me how he actually, you know, he takes it that far to where it's like he's convincing himself that he doesn't care when he knows he does. He knows at least he cares enough to know that he's going to jail. Like, you know, he cares about that. And he told the judge, like, I don't care. You guys already made your decision up from the start. You guys already made your decision. Trust me, he cares. If there's anything he cares about, is himself. He's not them type of people who just don't care about nothing. He cares about him. So, anyways, this is another victim right here. This guy has a bit of a longer statement, and let's just go ahead and listen to it. Now he's
Brooks,
praying.
My name is Jason Peckloff, and I'm with the Catholic Community of Waukesha. I was one of the victims you hit with the SUV you were driving on November 21st. What you did to my Catholic community and to the city of Waukesha show that you had no regard for life. What makes it more disappointing that you have shown no remorse for what you have done. While you're sitting in prison, I want you to reflect what you have done. I want you to reflect that you nearly took my life. I almost lost the chance to see my wife and kids again. I may have never had the chance to love or hug them again.
Hey, but you're still alive, bro. Some people are actually in the clouds right now. R.I.P. But like I said, you know, he seems to be strong, everything put together. But what about the lady before this? Did you see her hand? There's like tape and casting and shit all over her hands, her shoulders. This has been over a year now. She's still dealing with this shit. So some of the older people who couldn't really recover, like our guy right here, you know what about them? Fuck them, right? Exactly. So the 700 years for whoever thinks that's inappropriate, but I don't think there's much people. Trust me, it's appropriate. It's very appropriate. That's all you can do. That's not even appropriate enough, but that's pretty much all you can do. You know what I mean?
You intentionally harmed my community, whether it was physical or psychological. You stole our innocence that day. Before that tragedy you created, it was a beautiful day we all experienced and never thought an evil thing like this could ever happen at a parade.
That's where you went wrong. Stay on your P's and Q's.
Myself, and the Waukesha Catholic community were asking parishioners and their families to participate in this parade. Imagine the guilt we must all bear for the rest of our lives. Because of your actions, I was out of work for about 6 weeks. Then I had to go back part-time because of my sustained injuries. Because of your actions, the multiple lacerations you created leaked out of the bandages and onto my bed comforter and sheets. What an awful visual to have.
Oh, damn. He's getting gritty with that shit. I mean, get gritty, bro. Shit, that's crazy. You know, he's like, and you ruined my sheets on top of that. The disrespectful prick. You know what I mean? Like,
because of your actions, I could have lost my foot. Thank God my nurse friend was checking on me. Because of your actions.
This is like a poem. He wrote a whole poem for Mr. Brooks out here, bro. Shit. Some of this shit might be lingering in his brain up to today, you know, up until 2023. While he's up in that 23-hour-a-day cell, he's probably up in that shit like shit. He was speaking truth.
I cannot get the images out of her mind of what you have done. You have forever scarred her. Because of your actions, my wife had to hand over my
he's getting
children
tired
to
of it,
our
huh?
community friends to check on my lifeless body. Because of your actions, my children, 4 and 6 at the time, had to go with a grieving friend to find her own child that was in lockdown. It took a while for them to be reunited. Because of your actions, my children are scared to death when they had to cross the same street you drove down. They were bawling and begging me not to cross the street. Because of your actions, I need to reassure my children that it is safe at parades. Not sure they ever feel 100% safe.
I mean, shit, I wouldn't go back to a fucking Christmas parade. You crazy? You're ensuring your kids that it's okay to go? Just wait till they're teenagers. Let them go by themselves if they still want to go. Shit. I'm not taking them to no Christmas parades until they're like, what he said they're like 4 or 5? Let's wait till they're like 13. Then we'll go to a Christmas parade. At least they'll have some sense in their heads and they could jump out the way by themselves. You know what I mean? Because, damn.
Because of your actions, not all people in our community are ready to go back to the parades.
Yeah, no.
Again, you stole that innocent from them. Because of your actions, my children are scared of sirens. Because of your actions, they were scared of red SUVs every time they saw one.
Oh,
they
wow.
cried and hid.
Wow. No, when they said it was psychological damage to the community, I was kind of like, yeah, but mainly physical. Yeah, but mainly dead people, but no, bro, like even the kids, imagine that one set of kids. He's talking about his one set of kids, there was at least 100 people indirectly or directly affected by this, and it spreads out even further than that, right? Imagine all their little kids and what all their little kids are dealing with when they pass by a red SUV or when they go by that area, because it's by a school. So kids are getting dropped off at school every day. You can't just change your school. I mean, you can, but it's expensive. So, psychological damage is real.
Because of your actions, I walked into the entrance of my children's school and felt like a triage unit. I saw children on crutches and a walker. What an awful image to be.
A triage unit is like in war. There's like the medical guys, and I think it's like they'll triage some shit. Like they'll do the best that they can, right? So it's like they scrap things together, and they they save what can be saved. That's what he's saying. Like he felt like a triage unit member or some shit like that.
Burned into my memory. Because of your actions, I feel terrible. I could not help my community and the city by testifying during the trial. Your cowardly actions did this. Your actions forced my family to seek out therapy and resolve in their minds what happened. Your actions made us second guess what we did that day. What could we have done differently?
Try to stay away from hindsight, people, because hindsight, you can't jump back in the past. So, I always do that shit. If I only did that shit. But fuck it, it happened. God damn it, we got to move forward. So, it's one of those things.
During this trial, you show no remorse. It makes you look like a monster. During the trial, you show little regard and respect to the court.
He's laughing now. Now he's laughing. He's trying his best to seem unfazed, bro, but he is so fazed. I promise you, he's so fazed by this shit.
Disrespectful. During the trial, you treated multiple witnesses terribly. You were trying to twist the words of our pastor, who is a man of the cloth. You made a comment to a witness you injured that he was walking fine now. It makes you a callous jerk.
It makes you a callous jerk. I like this guy. He's so PG rated. I bet you he says but and darn around his kids and shit. You know what I mean? He doesn't curse around the kids for sure. The guy's cool. He's super PG-13. Did not deserve that, bro. He did not deserve that. The good thing about those kids is that they were super young, so it'll just be a far away trauma that kind of rises up every once in a while when they're in their 20s. All right, it's not that big a deal. Hopefully.
Despite what you have done to my community, I forgive you.
Oh God, I wouldn't.
Forgiveness does not remove the need for justice. Justice must be served, and you must go to prison. My prayer is that forgiveness will heal your wounds and the wounds for the city.
Nah.
Thank you.
Nah. One thing I disagree about. They're religious, and I can't knock them for it. If that's how it makes you get past certain things, that's how you get past it. But me, there's no forgiveness needed, bro. May you rot in hell. That's what I would have said respectfully. Thank you, Judge. Love y'all. You know what I mean? Like crazy. But that was the Darrell Brooks. That was a few of the witnesses here completely going in on your boy. Trying to hold straight face, but you could tell they're going in on your boy right now. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys made it all the way to the end, I love you guys. You guys are special to me. You guys are awesome. YouTube has been literally on my ass. They've been on my ass video after video trying to sensitize me and all types of bullshit. So, working double time, trying to bring the other videos that I actually had planned to come out today. I'm trying to bring those out later on when I have a manual check because, my videos they're good. They're zipped up. I get them from videos that have ads, so they have to be fine. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay inside. I love y'all. Peace.